Well, all right. Welcome back to As It Should Be. Paul Berlino here in the world famous As It Should Be studios. Crystal Durrett here in the world famous As It Should Be studios.
Hi, I'm here.
Tommy Von Voigt here in the world famous As It Should Be studios.
Hi, I'm here.
Yeah. Well, all right. Here we are. It is 1992, right?
It is 1992.
I think it's 1992. I don't know.
And this is the last episode of Tommy with a Swollen Face.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Let's fucking hope.
Yes.
Let's hope.
I don't have any more wisdom teeth, so there will
Yeah, but I mean, let's hope things go
well
enough to where you don't still have one 4 or 5 weeks.
The next episode, I have a bad black eye.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, we should do that.
Go ahead.
All right, we're going to be discussing our favorite albums of 1992. Woo. All right, and Crystal.
Are we though?
Oh, I start.
You start.
Oh, I do. Oh,
Tommy started last one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right. So it's 1992. I have one runner-up.
I thought you were going to say I have one entry.
One.
I have a one album
all
list.
the
Top
lists,
one.
all 3 lists. No, it is called "Congregation" by the Afghan Wigs.
Oh, interesting. Afghan Wigs.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that I would like them.
I
did
wasn't
you?
expecting that
Yeah,
either. Yeah.
not on your bingo card, right?
Nope.
I have one of my best friends in the whole wide world, my ex-boyfriend Evan Smith, to thank for turning me on to the Afghan Wigs.
Okay.
Yeah, because we first started seeing each other at this time period, and he was so into them, and I was like, who are these weirdo hippies? But then I got into them, so I like the Afghan Wigs. All right, so here's my list. Coming in at number 10, I have "Check Your Head" by the Beastie Boys. I think it's one of their greatest records ever. I love it. Number 9, I got "Dead Serious" by Das Effects. We want effects. Das Effects. We want effects. Das Effects. Great hip-hop record. Good to dance to. I give it an 85. Then coming in at number 8, I have "Diva" by Annie Lennox. I love that record. Annie Lennox is so great. She's got a beautiful voice.
And she does.
Eurythmics were broken up at this point, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Long since, yeah.
Long
way
since,
before
yeah.
that. That was kind of like her big time, solo record. It had a lot of hit songs on it, and it was really great. "No More I Love Yous." Oh, so beautiful. All right. Coming in at number 7, I got "Funky Divas" by En Vogue. More beautiful harmonies. They're great. Love En Vogue. I think "Don't Go" was on that one, right?
I think it might be,
Yeah, great song. Mekhi Phifer was in the video. Then coming in at number 6, I have "Ingenue" by K.D. Lang. Forgot about K.D. Lang, didn't you? Forgot about her.
Yes, we did.
She is a phenomenal singer. Beautiful voice.
Tony Bennett was a fan.
Yeah. He got her to sing with him.
Yeah.
Love her. Did you ever see her live? Anybody here?
I haven't.
Orange
I'm not
Orange
really
Whip?
into her, but yeah.
She was great. And she still sounds good. Yeah, go see her. Then at number 5, I have "Sex and Violence" by Boogie Down Productions. KRS-One.
KRS-One.
And his fam. Really good. This is the hip-hop 90s, I'm blackity black awareness thing. Right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
no.
You didn't wear gold chains anymore. You wore a medallion with the continent of Africa on it.
Right.
Or something.
Wait, are you referencing what I think you're referencing, though?
Am I?
Are you referencing CB4?
No, I'm not.
When the one guy goes solo and his solo record is, "I'm black, yo, and I'm black, yo, and I'm blackity, yo," and he's just holding his fist up the whole fucking time. And
genius.
so
But
good.
it's true.
But that was the era for that.
That was the era of
Yeah.
that, yeah. And everybody, consciousness and listen to Malcolm X again and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm black, y'all. Yeah. That's good. And then number 4, I got "Ooh" on the "TLC Tip" by TLC.
Yes.
Wow. Phenomenal. Really great. They were so awesome. Love TLC. Then number 3, I have the "Southern Harmony and Musical Companion" by the Black Crowes. I love that record too. It's got a lot of good stuff on it. I think they're really good songwriters. His brother Chris, great guitar player. The drummer, I forget that dude's name. He was really great. They're really great. Black Crowes.
Steve Gorman?
Thank you. Gorman.
drummer?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
And they had Mark Ford on lead guitar for this record,
Yes. And old Weird Ed on the keyboards. Weird old Ed, the big Frankenstein looking guy. They were great. Great tour too as well. Number 2, I have "Finally" by C.C. Peniston.
I thought you were going to say CC DeVille. Like, what? That's the CC DeVille is great shit. It's going a little too far.
It has happened to me right in front of my face. My feelings can't describe it. Stone cold banger of a single. And usually records like this only have one good song on it, and the rest of it is kind of like... But this is a really good album, the whole thing. I like it. I like it. But my number one album of 1992 is The Chronic by Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Talk about huge. Everybody was singing along to that record. What the fuck, man? You couldn't escape it. It was everywhere.
Damn, we already had the commercial for that on the singles of 1992 episode.
Oh, yeah.
I would have been better on this episode.
Yeah, fucked up, Bertolino.
Bertolino. But here's a fun fact, because this just happened, and now I'm totally brain farting on this guy's name. The blonde-haired guy from The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Dave McCallum.
Thank you, Dave McCallum. He just died recently.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like a week or two ago. And one of the things that Dave McCallum did was make music.
Right, he made albums.
He made albums.
Yeah.
And one of the songs from one of his albums, Dr. Dre sampled that.
Oh.
That's from David McCallum.
Oh.
Yep.
How about that? Because he went on to be a doctor on CSI, one of those CSI shows. And I remember when he was on CSI and they were interviewing him, because a lot of people, who remembers The Man from U.N.C.L.E. unless you're old? But it was, people were treating him like he was a new British dude that nobody had ever heard of before.
Right.
And it's like, oh, what have you done in the past? And I think it was on Entertainment Tonight or something. And he's like, oh, well, I made records and blah, blah, blah. And they played the opening of that song. And I was like, what the fuck? And told everybody I knew and nobody believed me. Now, stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then.
Oh, that was your number one.
That was my number one.
All right.
R.I.P. David McCallum.
All right. Okay, well, we have some messages for you.
Did you see 90210 last night? Did you see Brandon at my locker this morning? What?
Now you can see 90210 anytime you want. It's the new Beverly Hills 90210 collection.
Did you see what Brandon was wearing? Yeah, I helped him put it on. What? Come on, they look just like on the show. Yeah, but they look taller on TV.
Donna, Brenda, Dylan, Kelly, and Brandon, each sold separately.
All right. So Crystal did a thing, and then the commercials did a thing, and now Paul Bertolino's going to do a thing.
I'm going to do a thing. It's going to be a thing.
Just a whole thing.
It's very thingy.
Thank you, thing.
Thing like. Okay. All right. I have an honorable mention.
You do?
In 1992. One. You didn't see this one coming. Of course, I would say that, and you're like, yeah, I knew. Every time I do that. But you did not see this fucking one coming, I'm telling you.
Let's see. I promise we won't do that.
Well, no, if you saw it coming, you can say it. You can be honest, but you didn't see this coming. The Far Side with Bizarre Ride to the Far Side.
Oh, fuck no.
I did not see that coming.
I did not see that coming. Really?
I used to work at the Academy of Art in San Francisco, and I had a guy who he turned me on to he played the record, and I just liked it, What? I don't know why I got into it. I can't even tell you why. Why did that stick and all these other hip hop records? I don't know.
That is wow. Okay. All right, Doctor.
All right.
Okay.
My number 10 for my proper list. I actually had 10 for 1992. REM, Automatic for the People. That one is like that rides the. I'm not really that into that record now. Automatic for the People is like the REM album that everybody. That's like the Pet Sounds. That's the Revenge, whatever.
Revenge.
And everybody thinks that's the fucking greatest album. That's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't think it's that good. I mean, I have it merely at number 10. This really is right on the cusp. It could either be at number 10 on my list, or a tolerable mention, or I don't know if I would put it in one of my dislikes, but basically half that album I don't like. There are a couple of songs, 2, maybe 3, 4 songs that I really love, and a couple songs that I like, and then a bunch of songs that I'm like, fucking Everybody Hurts.
Oh.
The Sidewinder Sleeps Tonight. Man on the Moon. I hate all those songs. But I really love Drive. I know you guys don't like that one, but I like Drive. Try Not to Breathe. Sweetness Follows. Oh man. But yeah. So it's a really, really mixed bag for me. And the other thing about that album is that before it came out, Rolling Stone was crowing about it, how R.E.M. had their new Weird album that was going to be coming out. It was going to be weird. And so I thought it was going to be like cool weird, and I played it and I was like, this isn't weird. They just fucking discovered dulcimers. What is weird about this fucking record? You know what I mean?
Wait, is that the album though where the guitar player like announced ahead of time he decided he didn't want to play any electric instruments on it?
Yeah.
Is that the record?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That's so weird.
That's weird.
It's so weird, man.
That's weird.
Anyway, overrated album. Number 9, Lemonheads with It's a Shame About Ray.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by that, actually.
I kind of am.
You don't like that?
It's not a shocker. No. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just
I thought you said I don't like that.
No, I'm saying that I could see you. I could see you maybe.
No, I don't think that's that much of a shocker.
Yeah.
Evan Dando? You like Evan Dando?
Not that much, but I mean, I like that record. It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I will tell you right now, this is the only Lemonheads record that's going to make a list, but
Oh.
I like it.
Well, I'm
this is a
surprised.
Sean record. My friend Sean, shout out to Sean. Yeah, I only knew about this because of him. As the same with the next album, Sugar with Copper Blue.
Oh, what's his face from Husker Du?
Yeah.
That rhymed. Bob Mould.
Bob Mould, yes. Yeah, Bob Mould's second band. His 90s band.
Yeah.
And I really liked this album a lot. And I bought the second album when it came out. I was like, not so much. So they're kind of a one-album band for me. Number 7, you're gonna be shocked. You're gonna be stunned. Urge Overkill.
No.
With the Stull EP.
I am shocked and I'm stunned.
Who saw Urge Overkill coming?
None of us.
Yeah, you know. Now, this is actually the record that originally has their cover of Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon.
Yeah.
Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon is on their 1992 EP, and of course it was brought out later on in 95 or 96, whenever, or maybe 97?
Oh,
For
Pulp
that
Fiction?
Fucking, yeah. When
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction
that's
came out.
94, I think.
Oh, was it 94?
Yeah.
Okay. I just know it was, at least a couple years later.
Great cover.
It's okay.
I like it.
Number 6. PJ Harvey.
Oh.
With their debut album, Dry.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I was really into PJ Harvey. I'm kind of really not that passionate about it now, but
Yeah, I like PJ Harvey.
but that's a good record.
Yeah. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot.
Number 5. Now, number 5 is a vault album that actually was recorded in the 70s, but came out in the early 90s and became, a very highly regarded album. Chris Bell.
Oh,
Chris Bell from Big,
Big
Star with his solo album, I Am the Cosmos.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I think he recorded it in the late 70s or whenever it was, and he, or maybe mid 70s, I don't remember exactly which year. I don't think he finished it. He died, and
When he died, like 78, I think he died.
maybe something like that. I don't really know the exact dates and everything on this, but yeah, but this was basically an unreleased album from the 70s, and
Wow, I forgot.
yeah. Number 4. You have to like this album. Yeah, this is Tommy's got to be on board with this. Widowmaker with Blood and Bullets.
It's all right.
You don't like Widowmaker that
That's
much.
not that I don't like it. It's all right. It's all right.
So fucking much better than the last couple of Twisted Sister albums. It's not even funny.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay, you're gonna hold it up against fucking Love Is for Suckers and
Yeah.
come out and play. I mean, sure,
But man, I think Widowmaker is fucking strong. Like, yeah.
it's all right. It's all right. I would have liked to have actually gone and seen a Widowmaker show, though.
You know what?
Because I've seen footage, and it looks like that band was absolutely on fire, and Dee was out for blood.
They were playing clubs, and they were set to play. There was a show coming up. I was gonna fucking go, and it got canceled. And then the band, didn't have,
Fizzled
I
out,
was this
yeah.
close to seeing them.
God, I would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah.
That would have been still prime D.
Yeah.
And he was so hungry again at that point.
Yeah,
because he was broke and
You mean
desperate.
he stayed hungry?
Oh, yes.
Hot take. I have a hot take for you. I like this album more than Stay Hungry.
What?
Damn. All right.
Okay.
Now that's a hot take. Okay, number 3. Beastie Boys with Check Your Head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Check your head.
Yeah.
So good.
Check Your Head's probably, that's better than Paul's Boutique. Yeah. I think.
It's more there are more hits, there's more of this.
Well, I
But
feel like
Paul's
they kind of-
Boutique, I think is like a Pet Sounds kind of vibe.
Kind of, but the thing is that Paul's Boutique,
sort of.
they kind of turned another corner. They're not
Yeah.
doing the same thing they were doing on License to Ill, and I feel like Check Your Head is kind of more of a solidified version of that. Like, they really know what they're doing
reined
with
it
that
in.
sound
Yeah,
at
yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll agree
Anyway.
with that. Yeah.
But number two, the Symbol album by Prince. The Symbol album from Prince.
Yeah, I did not put that on my list.
Is it because you don't like it?
I don't really like it.
Really? I like that one a lot. I mean, there are songs on it I don't like, but
Yeah.
we're in the age when like every album had 18 songs, so you could still get like a good 10-song album out of almost anything that was at least decent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay, but my number 1.
Oh.
Not an official glasses off. I'm just taking my glasses off.
Boo.
I know. I keep teasing.
Tease
you
us
guys.
with the glasses
Your
off.
tease.
I'm teasing. This is a teasing glasses off, but it is a great album. Harvest Moon by Neil Young. Yeah, talk about a return to form.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've talked about how I really like the fact that he didn't keep making Harvest
Same
over and
thing.
over again, that he did different things with every album. But this is him making Harvest again, and it's really fucking good, So,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
All
What
right.
are you going to do?
Buy it, I guess.
Fine.
I
Like
did, and I did.
All right.
Unfortunately, I don't have a vinyl copy, but All right.
Okay.
All right, so there are my 1992 albums. I don't think there are any fucking grunge albums on this. Hopefully not, I don't know.
I don't think so.
All right. After this.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh feels better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better. Mentos freshness. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Figure this one out. A girl spends an hour getting ready for a party, with the right jeans and the right hair. So she gets to the party looking really hot. But then she decides to get drunk. And pretty soon she's talking stupid and looking kind of ugly and bloated. Not exactly a guy's dream come true. So listen, if you're going to do the party thing, stay sober. Because we like the way it looks on you.
Okay. Tommy,
Yeah.
do you like
How's it
anything
going?
from 1992?
Yeah. How's it going?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Paul.
Perhaps you could tell us about it.
Tell us about it, Tommy. So I don't have any runners up.
It has come to this.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's
and
come to this.
we have reached a point where I've got stuff in the bottom half of my list that would probably have just been runners up.
Okay.
I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I hate doing this. I've said before, I hate the idea of grading on a curve. But if the assignment is your top 10 albums of X year, well, you have those albums to work with, and that's it. You can't be all butthurt because, well, it's not as good as this record I love from 1984. Like, that's not how this works.
Right, it's the 10 albums you consider
of
the
that
best from
year,
that
and
year,
that's it.
even though
It
you
is
don't
what it
necessarily
is.
like all of them.
But it does make it a little harder to be as enthusiastic about them. But that being said, my number 10 is Check Your Head by Beastie Boys,
Okay.
which I do think is a strong album. Hot take on this, I do think it's significantly stronger than Paul's Boutique. I don't actually like Paul's Boutique that much. I've never come around to it. I find that it is entirely too experimental, which was exactly the point.
Yeah.
They were like, we don't even know if we have a career anymore. Let's just do fuck
whatever.
all.
Yeah.
And it just worked for them and got a shitload of critical acclaim. I think Check Your Head is definitely a significant improvement. I actually like the follow-up album after this even more.
Ill Communication.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah,
do.
love Ill Communication.
Ill Communication is a
Yeah.
fantastic album.
Yeah.
But Check Your Head's got some great shit on it. My number 9, Southern Harmony and Musical Companion, Black Crowes.
Yes.
My number 8, Peter Gabriel with Us.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Us?
Us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My number 7, Rex and Effects with Hard or Smooth. I don't care. It's such a ridiculous album, but
So
it's so much
stupid, but
fun.
it's a lot of fun.
It's stupid fun though. It's
Yes.
good stupid.
If you were dancing in this time period, you were dancing to this
You were
record.
dancing to this record.
For
yeah.
sure.
And the whole record is fun. It's not just the big hit.
No. It's great.
My number 6, Dr. Dre with The Chronic.
Yes.
You know, I re-listened to this the other day as I was tidying up my lists for the past couple episodes, and I listened back to The Chronic, and I'm like, fuck this. No wonder why this record made everyone's head explode when it came out.
Yeah.
I mean, it blew minds when this record came out.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's a tour de force. It's a
I
masterpiece.
was listening to Fuck With Dre Day and everyone's celebrating. I was just like, this is just so ridiculous. It's so cool.
So great.
Now, I will say that the back half of the record, I think, suffers a little bit. It leans a little too heavily on skits. But there's some incredible shit on this. Number 5, Mary J. Blige, What's the 411?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I forgot about Mary.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Love
really
Mary.
surprised you didn't have that.
Yeah,
That's a really good record.
it is really good, but I like other ones better.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's why I didn't mention it.
My number 4, TLC. Ooh, on the TLC tip.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a fun record. This whole record is just New Jack Swing out the fucking ass. It's great.
So great.
And from what I understand, so Lisa, who everyone was like, well, you have the 2 singers and you have the one that can rap and can't sing at all, so what does she really do? Well, she ended up getting kind of shoved out creatively later on and was not happy about that. But on this first record, she was heavily involved in the writing and the production. Like, she was just in there with the engineer with her fucking keyboard, just laying shit down.
Yep.
Like, she was a big part of the creative process and the formation of this band and the creation of this record. And I don't think people realize that about her.
No.
My number 3, Peter Cetera with World Falling Down, which was the last album he did with the classic 80s sound.
World Falling Down.
World Falling Down, yes.
I do not
It must have been a
remember.
big hit.
And he's done, there was actually some big stuff on there, but he did a lot of albums since then that just don't have that thing.
Well, what did he go on to do?
Did
he try to do earlier Chicago kind of stuff?
I don't know what the fuck he went on to do, but it wasn't anything that caught my attention. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was anything after Solitude, Solitaire, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess there was the Karate Kid soundtrack.
No, there was also the one from 1988. I'm blanking on the title.
Oh, yeah, you already talked about
Yeah,
that.
and then this one from 92. My number 2, Bobby by Bobby Brown.
Is this the...
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one. This actually has one of probably my favorite Bobby Brown song, and possibly my favorite, Good Enough, is on here.
Oh, yeah, Good Enough.
Oh, it's a good song.
That is a good song.
But this whole album is really, really good. Mm-hmm. And it would have been probably my number 1 for 1992, but I picked my number 1 based upon just pure emotion.
Okay.
And that is Def Leppard with Adrenalize, the final Def Leppard album.
You guys already know how I feel about that. I've said my piece.
This polarized a lot of people. So this album, unfortunately, also has the moment where I feel like Def Leppard jumped the shark. You know how I've mentioned before about when Aerosmith put out Get a Grip, and they had the video for, was it Living on the Edge?
Yeah.
And I was watching this, I was like, oh no, they're not relevant anymore.
This is the one with not Way Cool Jr. That's right.
That's right. This is the one with Let's Get Rocked.
Yes, that's it.
And so the video for Let's Get Rocked dropped, and I watched that, and it's like this bad computer animation, and the lyrics are stupid, and the song is kind of hokey and corny, and I'm like, uh-oh, these guys are out of touch now. And it was the same reaction I had with the Living on the Edge video from Aerosmith. Exact same reaction. But there's a lot of really great stuff on this album that I really like. Now, if you don't like Hysteria era, super polished pop Def Leppard, you are not going to like the stuff on this album that I like. So
No.
there's nothing on this album for
me,
you
no.
at all.
The only song I've heard is that.
Yeah.
And hot
But-
take, that song didn't get me to go, maybe I should listen to this.
Oh, look, I mean, I was diehard Def Leppard, and Let's
Yeah.
Get Rocked came out, and I was like,
Should I even listen? Yeah.
Recede into the bushes.
But
Yeah.
exactly. But I revisited it later, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of shit on here I really love, because it's like the last bit of like the Def Leppard sound that I love. After this, it was done. I mean, they put out Retroactive, which is B-sides, so that doesn't really count. But the next full album they did after this was Slang, and I'm like, from that moment forward, I'm gone. Gone.
All right. Oh, that's your
Yep,
number one.
That's my number one.
All right, so that is it. That is Tommy's 1992.
Yeah.
Woo. Sorry. It rhymes. It rhymes. Okay. Okay. All right. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Oh, Laura, my pet, I created something that'll make you love me. I've got a great new cereal. Did I do that? So hike up your pants for the Urkelos round.
We're Urkelized with Urkelos.
Strawberry, banana, fruit flavor so fine. Just one little bite and I know she'll be mine.
She'll be Urkelized with Urkelos.
Oh, Laura, when I find you, you'll taste true love. The Urkelized part of this complete breakfast.
All right. Let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah, we're gonna hate.
So I got about
hate.
2.5 hour train ride back home.
Yeah, it's true. It's not like the trains have gotten better since you were here.
Nope. Okay.
Hating. That's me.
Hating.
We're hating, and you were hating first.
I'm hating first.
Hating it.
Hating it. Okay, I got two. I have the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Yeah, I'll co-sign with that.
I'm a, I love
outta
ska. I'm a big ska fan, but between No Doubt and them, no boy.
Yeah.
Mighty Mighty Boss Tones tried so hard to be Madness to me.
Ugh.
And Dickie Barrett.
Dickie Betts?
Dickie
asshole.
Dickie asshole. Yeah, fuck them. But the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst is anything by Fish.
Oh.
Fish.
I don't like the food. I don't like the band.
I like fish to eat. Some fish, not all fish.
Yeah.
But the band, I can't. I just cannot. I can't do with the noodly canoodly, jam bandy, wanna be deady, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Terrible.
The only fish I can abide is
Gold.
one fish, two fish, red fish, and blue fish. Anything beyond that, no boy.
Not touching it.
No boy.
Okay. All right.
I'll say this as a caveat. I admire their chutzpah to do those big Halloween and New Year's Eve shows where they cover
Like a whole other band.
Yeah. I'll give it up for that, but their shit, no thank you.
That's a no. That's a bona fide no boy.
No boy.
It's the return of the no boy, and that qualifies.
There's going to be a lot of no boys coming up.
Okay. All right. My worst of the year. I have two runners up and a worst. And again, these are just in random order. I guess I never really came into my 90s lists and really tightened up my worst of the year, and brought it to what was the actual worst. This is just as I listed them, as I came up with them. Mm-hmm. So that's how it is. Kenny G, Breathless. And this is the one that features Forever in Love. That's like the one.
Yeah.
The one Kenny G's.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that one. Yeah. I worked at the post office back then, and I heard that fucking shit. I heard that shit 8-10 times a day.
Oh, no.
It was that, and I Will Always Love You by fucking Whitney Houston.
Oh.
And it was torture. All right. Anything by Rage Against the Machine. Anything by Rage Against the Machine. I think their first album came out this year, but I mean, anything. And then the next one is an anything too, but I am going to specify the album. Stone Temple Pilots with Core. That's my worst of the year. That's the one I have at the top of the list. I should have said worst of the year, Core by Stone Temple Pilots.
All right.
I mean, technically, Kenny G's worse, but whatever. You know, again, we're in the 90s, and I'm just,
Who cares, man?
who gives a fuck?
Oh, okay. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid. So we're reaching the point where I could really be rattling off just dozens of albums that I think are absolutely terrible, but I can't.
What's the point?
I can't name them all.
Right.
It's
Well,
ridiculous.
no. My lists are only as long as they are because all I did was put down the things that were off the top of my head. I never actually really went in and dug. That's why.
It's just shit that you remembered, basically.
Yeah, that's why my hate list is so short for these years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same here.
I mean, I left off a lot of the grunge stuff because very quickly I realized, no, grunge is not for me. Just because I like Nevermind and just because I think that 10 sounds good, I very quickly realized, oh, but no. So I'm not going to rattle off every grunge record that came out because didn't like any of them.
Right.
Lots of pop that came out in 92 I just didn't care about. And then, Manowar put out a record. I think Sonic Youth put out a record. And I was like, at this point, I'm just beating a fucking dead horse with this. Right. But there was one album that caught my attention. And this is absolutely, like Paul just did, wound up the whole...
Backwards.
Swept right across, knocks Crystal and Paul over, tips over the record shelf. So I'm only going to mention this group once with this album for this year, and just know going forward that every year they've put out an album, it's an automatic abso-goddamn-lutely not boy from me.
Okay.
And that is Carnival of Carnage by Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, Lord.
That's standard issue. I mean, that's implied. I mean, that's almost not even...
It's like it doesn't even need to be said.
Yeah.
Like, you're not supposed to like that. So.
Yeah.
But I wanted to give, I had to give
But you
something.
got to get one shot in there.
Get
You gotta
something in
shot.
there. So just I wanted to plant that seed. Insane Clown Posse. Anything. So I don't even, I actually have to bring them up ever again.
Yeah.
There we go.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I didn't really
I forgot about it.
expand on my whole Stone Temple Pilots thing. There are going to be so many people like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's an amazing album. Because so many people love that. I just hate that shit, you guys. I hate the phony ass, what's his fuck,
Eddie Vedder.
Well, he's doing the fake Eddie Vedder shit. I can't stand it. But anyway,
if you are into the grunge thing, there's a lot there for you on the first couple Stone Temple Pilots albums. If you are a guitar nerd, there's a lot for you to get into as far as tones, the way he built his sound. There's some interesting stuff going on, but that music is absolutely not for me. And if that music is not for you, there's no way you're going to like that record.
That is not for me. But vintage commercials are. There you go.
Want to play rock and roll tennis? That was weird.
Son of a bitch.
But now we're back.
Oh my God, we're back.
But now here we are. We are back.
We're back.
And we have gotten through another 90s year.
Right, but before we leave,
Vintage photo time! All right, so this is Crystal in 1992 with Shanna Washington, Grover Washington Jr.'s daughter. Crystal was DJing a party, or maybe their friend Kristen's wedding reception. She says, I don't remember because the early 90s was a fucking long time ago. And this is me in 1992 with David Cassidy. He had an in-store he was doing to promote his latest album, Didn't Used to Be. And here, as you can see, I've fully embraced the 90s with my stupid little bobbed hairdo and my damn goatee. But this was the Wild West days when you could show up at these in-store appearances, not buy the record, and just show up with a bunch of Partridge Family albums in a lunchbox. And he still signed the stuff and took a picture with a smile. And here's Tommy in 1992. He says, just being a lump on the couch, probably the summer right before starting high school. He says, pay no attention to the Jets hat. I have never, ever cared about sports ball, ever. But I would ask for Jets and Raiders hats for presents, since it seemed like that's what the cool people wore. And there you go. That's Crystal and me and Tommy in 1992. All right, that was us in 1992. Yeah.
Oh my God, we're the best band ever.
Or the worst. It's one of those two, and there's no middle ground.
Yeah, you're right.
1992. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you, everybody, for watching these videos, as I always say. You're probably sick of me thanking you, but you know what? Thank you.
You deserve thanks.
You deserve thanks. And especially those who subscribed. Now, those of you who haven't subscribed, guess what? You're not getting a thank unless you subscribe. Yeah, see?
And then
ring the bell because you're going to get notifications and like and comment and all that kind of shit. But most importantly, come back next week because we're going to be discussing our favorite albums of 1993.
It's the magic number.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's the magic number. Wicca, what does it all mean?
Who knows?
Tune in next week to find out.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Let's get the fuck out of here. All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Finish photo time.
Photo time.
Photo time.
Photo time.
Photo time.
Photo time.
Photo time. Photo time.
Photo time.
Photo time.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Make sure we're all gorgeous. Yes, we're so pretty.
All right. Okay.
I'm a zit. Get it?
3, 2, 1.
Well, all right.